Hi everyone, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to the channel. Something a bit different today. It occurred to me the other day that since we've moved onto the boat, my wife has said on numerous occasions, Andrew, your pump's really noisy. And to be honest, I didn't really know what she meant by that. Well, apart from the obvious, you know. And then it occurred to us the other day, she's probably talking about the water pump. Yeah, and it is a bit of an issue, to be honest. So we're going to be looking at that today. I've had a look online and there's little bits of snippets of information, but when you look at Narrowboat specifically, there doesn't seem to be much about how you can actually quieten down your water pump. Yeah, and these things can be really quite noisy. Okay, I'll show you what I mean in a second. We actually went for quite, as far as I'm aware, quite a decent water pump. It's the Jabsco, which is quite standard these days, but it's there. I think it's a HD4. So it's quite a, if you like, a hard-wearing one. But boy, is this thing noisy. You know, it really is. And the thing is, I thought it was just getting bedded in, and I've tried a few things. You know, it comes with a rubber feet on it, so apparently that's supposed to isolate the sound. It's really noisy, and our water pump's under the bed. So, you know, if you're lying in bed and someone turns the tap on, and geez, there's no such thing as a lie-in in that respect, you know. Jabsco actually have a website where you can pick the product and you can send them an inquiry, you can send them a question. How good is that? So I thought I'd log in, ask them a question, say, look, this is the pump I've got. Do you have any suggestions on how I can quieten this pump down? You know, they just didn't reply. So I don't know if I've done something wrong. I don't think so. I know how to send an email, that's for sure. And it said it had sent, but they've never bothered getting back to us. So hey ho. So I thought I'd try and sort it out myself. Why not? So that's what we're going to look at today. First of all, I'm going to show you how noisy this pump is. Okay, talking about your pump, you can hear how noisy my dog is, who seems to be whining in the background a lot. She loves it when I talk to the camera. Anyway, I'm going to turn the tap on. Okay, as you can see, we're in the galley at the minute, and our water pump is at the bow of the boat, at the front, under the bed. Yeah, so it's what, 40 foot away, give or take. Okay, so, and I've left the microphone off, i.e. the external microphone off, so you can hear outside sound, you can hear the sound of it. Water pump's just kicked in there. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can hear it. I'll leave this tap on, okay, and I'll walk through and I'll show you how loud it gets as you come through. Let's have a look here. So we're now in the bathroom, and you can hear it significantly louder. And we're in the bedroom, you can really hear it now. As I say, I normally have an external microphone, a directional microphone. I've just left it to the audio off the phone, just so you can hear it more environmentally. Really pretty loud, and that's under the bed, you know. So let's have a look. I'll show you what we're dealing with, and then we can see if we can work this out and see if we can sort it out together. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, welcome back everyone. You join me under the bed again. Seriously, how many people on YouTube take you under the bed as much as I do? Don't tell Karon, okay? Let's just keep this between us, okay? I think showing people under your bed is kind of like showing people your messy drawer. It's just not the done thing, is it? You know? But there we go. Needs must. So this is our water pump. I'll just spin you around so you can see it. Let's have a look here. There we go. And this is the problem. And you can see, a lot of you will have seen me fit this. I've actually done a couple of things to try and resolve this. Yeah, you can see I've put some foam. Well, for a start, when I connected it, I used these braided flexible hoses, which is apparently what they recommend. I couldn't find anything recommending that, but I guess it makes sense. So that should take some of the vibration, or should stop the vibration or reduce it from going down the pipes, if you like. Okay, so that's neutralizing or isolating it to a certain extent. I've since put some little offcuts of the foam pipe insulation on them as well, just to where they're touching. Again, just to help dampen that sound. You can see as well at the front here, I've actually put these really hard foam bits in as well, because this is the bit that's vibrating, I believe. Okay, I tried jamming these in here just again to help isolate it. I'll just pull them out show you what I've been doing, or what I thought the problem was. Well, see that in there tight. And these foam blocks, I got these off Amazon, and they're meant for kind of like putting under your washing machine to kind of isolate any vibration. So pushing them as hard as I can. I can see they're quite firm foam, so pretty good then. Got a set of 10. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. This is the issue here. You can see here, I'll just turn this light up so you can see a bit better. There we are. You've got these screws. I'll just zoom in. There we go. So you've got these screws with little rubber grommets. So the idea is when you screw through them, obviously this can move a little bit, and the vibration of this moving, being in operation, should not travel through here. This is supposed to dampen them, if you like, yeah. And as you saw when I fitted them, I didn't tighten them down too tight for that purpose. So you can see there is movement, yeah. But I think the fact that it goes, I'll just zoom out, it goes straight into the wood, which is then screwed straight into the ply. This is the problem. I think it's this area here, it's transferring directly into the floor, and I think that's the sound you're getting. I don't think it's from the pipes in this case. So I figure what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to try and remove the pump from this wood, and I'm going to be fitting these underneath and screwing through them into the floor. Now that's obviously going to give a nice barrier to absorb any vibration and stop it going into the subfloor. So that should work. Well, I think it will anyway, but we'll give it a go. I'll start taking this to bits, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Not the easiest place to work. So we're just going to try and take this little bit to pieces first, so I can remove this, and then we'll try and remove the pump. We'll see how this goes. Right, I need to unclip these plastic clips here so I can lift the pipe up a little bit. It's obviously got flexi pipes, so I'll just get the right tool for that. Good old Leatherman multi-tool. I do not know what I would do without this thing. It's helped me do pretty much every bit of the boat, from opening the cans of blacking, as you can tell, to everything else. It's great. Now, how do these come off? Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now I'm going to unscrew this, because thinking ahead, of course, where did Andrew put the screws? Under the pipes. Why wouldn't you? You know. One day I shall remember to make my life easier. Tell you what, I didn't think I'd be taking all this to bits so soon after putting it all in. But this is kind of the good thing about doing your own boat. You know where everything is, even if you've done it wrong. And it kind of makes it easier because of that. It's a lucky thing with this flexible pipe. It is flexible. I've seen people really, you know, basically not bother putting little elbow joints in. They'll just literally bend the pipe, you know, to a certain extent. And I guess it makes sense, because the more joints you've got, the more chance you've got of a leak, haven't you? So I can see why people do it. Right, so that should... Right, so that lifts up. Great. So I'll just remove this. This should come out now. There we are. Now let's see how I can do this. Because this pump it's quite a hefty thing, to be honest. Let's have a look here. Yeah. Parmax. That's the pump I've got, by the way, the Parmax. I think what I'm going to have to do here, is let's get this foam centered. So, because this is quite hefty, as I say, and this is the thing with this pump, it's most of the internals are metal. That's why it's supposed to be kind of like quite a good one, longevity wise, you know, because it's metal parts rather than plastic. So it's quite hefty, it's quite heavy. What I'm going to do is use longer screws to screw straight through the foam, through these little rubber bungs into the floor. Now I know I've still got this metal connection, but this is quite heavy. I don't say I've got a choice, to be honest. Once I've done that though, obviously this foam and the rubber bungs should help reduce the vibration, and that's the point, that's what I'm looking for. So hopefully this will be enough. So let's get these screwed in and see if it works. Fingers crossed. Right, so you can see that moves. It's going straight through the thick foam. Now, so you can see it's on the rubber blocks. There's plenty of movement there. It's not rubbing against here at all. There's a nice little gap there between here and here. Oh. See there, it doesn't move it at all. So any vibration should be isolated. So pretty happy with that. Well, we'll start it up and see how it goes there. So I'll just tidy up a little bit. Right. I'm sweating after that. Jeez, only took about 8 screws out and I'm sweating. So back in the galley, let's turn the tap on. Just waiting for the pump to kick in. Okay, alright, let's go through. Right, okay, now that's with everything out from under the bed. Okay, so it's all open. That to me is a bit quieter. I'll turn the camera off, I'll get everything put away and we'll try it again just to see if it's a bit quieter, okay? So everything's back under the bed now. It's tidy as I'm gonna get it anyway. Karon will notice I've been under the bed straight away, guaranteed. Anyway, let's turn the tap back on. I think it's a bit quicker. I think it's a bit quieter. Yeah. It's lost that kind of low rumble that it had. You can still hear it. But I think that's took a little bit off it. It's lost that deep vibrating sound that it had. I don't know if my camera was picking it up properly, but it's still there. You can still hear it. That's obviously just water pumps, isn't it? I mean, you've seen I've put the foam in. It's the best we can do. I'll just turn the tap off. Don't want to waste water. Especially not at the minute because it's still freezing overnight, so whether we can top the water tank up at the minute is a different matter, so I don't want to waste my water. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's made a bit of a difference, not as much as I was hoping, I must admit. But it's trial and error. This is learning for you, isn't it? If you've got any suggestions, if you've got any experience of this, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section, please. Really appreciate it if you do. Anything I can do to quieten down a little bit, or learn from others' experiences, or if you found this helpful, please feel free to like and subscribe if you would. I shall see you next time. Okay, take care everyone, enjoy your day whatever you're doing, and I'll see you next time on Buzzy's Boaty. Okay, take care now, bye bye.